Yo, what up guys? Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If I Was in My Hero Academia. This is part 6, and the last part, I basically went over on how Class 1A chose their, rep and vice rep, with certain changes being that I gave Ida the idea of helping out during the lunchroom crisis, and also changing up that Momo is class rep instead of Ida. Not only that, during the USJ event, since I replaced Ojiro, I was a lot more helpful in the fire zone than than Ojiro would have been originally. And not only that, defeating all the villains easily with one powerful fire blast. With soon me getting pissed at Shigaraki and all the rest of the League of Villains trying to kill All Might, believing that because their lives sucked, they think they have the right to kill the symbol of peace. With me unleashing my black flames and burning the Nomu to ash as I was reached my limit using my black flames and then passing out. So with that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As all of the villains were being rounded up and defeated by the faculty of UA, not only that, All Might wasn't pushed past his limits than he would have been in canon. So his time limit hasn't changed drastically like it would have in canon. As soon Kirishima alongside Izuku plan on rushing towards me to get me out. As soon Kirishima tried to touch me, he got burned. As he screams out, "Hey, what the heck is wrong with Qualls?" His body is saying, "Mooky, this must be a side effect of his quirk. He must be his entire body is overheating. And because of it, he's completely burned." With soon Cemental showing up saying, "I'll take care of him. It's best that none of you touch him while he's in this state. We'll get him to recover girl as soon as possible to calm his fever down and also calm his body as well." But soon, Kirishima saying, "Hey, Todoroki, what about you? Can't you use your ice to cool him down? It'd be better if you..." "I'm not wasting my time on him." Saying, "What?" But with soon Izuku saying, "But Todoroki, he's fine, isn't he? We better get going, shouldn't we?" After this, they see Shoto walking off, with Bakugo doing the same too, saying, "Don't get left behind, losers." As then, everybody was kind of worried for me. As for me, I basically wake up in the infirmary. I jump out of the bed, with then Recovery Girl saying, "You finally wake up again. I believe this is the second time that you've woken up in the infirmary again." With then Izuku saying, "Yeah, I guess so." "Wait, what happened? I passed out when it seemed you went over your limit again, but don't worry. All the other teachers finally showed up in the nick of time. And don't worry, All Might and all the other students are fine. They're just talking to the police. Actually, a certain officer wishes to speak to you now, since you're awake." As soon the doors begin opening, as being a man wearing a hat, wearing a fedora and a trench coat, with then I saying, "Holy shit, Detective Tsuguce. With then Tsuguce saying, calm down, Qualls. You have nothing to worry about. I figured since what happened, I heard that you lost your anger and temper. You even started speaking English, if I recall. And I'm guessing it had to do with a certain anger thing. Can I ask why you went berserk there?" I began saying to myself, talking to Detective Tsuguce, saying, "Well, it's because a villain reminded me of myself, the way he talked, saying that heroes have the right to attack others, while villains have to defend themselves. What gives heroes the right to kill? When soon I had the issue of how certain heroes didn't save my mother, where villains don't even give a damn about people's safety and only give a damn about themselves. I don't care what their reason was. I don't care what kind of bad life they had. When a life is gone, when you take a life, that person's gone forever. You'll never see them again. You'll never experience being with them again. And not only that, you feel like you've basically caused a taboo, caused something horrible within the person who was left to mourn for the innocent person that died. Within Tsuguce saying, I'm guessing you still feel broken and responsible for your mother's death. Is that right? But then I snapped saying, what the hell do you know? As soon tears began coming down my face saying, sorry, just still a little bit pissed off, that's all. I didn't mean to. Saying, it's all right. It's completely justified. I was out of line. Just let you know, the villain that you basically burned is, he's dead. I know. Because I did that. I'm guessing I'm being sent back to America. Saying, not in the slightest, actually. Saying, what? It was in the self-defense. You did it to defend and protect All Might. And plus, you were given permission to use your quirk. So, I can't say that I can arrest you for what you did. As for the school, they understand the situation alongside All Might too. So, you're not getting expelled, Mooky. As I begin saying, oh, thank God. As I soon lay back down on the bed thinking, I thought for sure I'm going to have to go to juvie. Hell, most likely to jail for that shit. Within saying, well, just make sure that you control your anger next time. As for, you're good to go to move, right? Saying, yeah, I'm completely fine. My fever's basically gone down. So can I leave now, recovery girl? Saying, you're free to go, sweetie. After that, I basically get my, costume back on and then head to change out of it. Soon after, I look at my phone with tons of messages from Pony, worried for my well-being, asking if I'm doing well, if I'm all right, if I'm ignoring her, or if I need to talk. After hearing all that, I couldn't help but give off a laugh to myself, within basically messaging her saying that I'm fine and that she has nothing to worry about. With soon her messaging that she's happy that I'm okay, as she's hoping that we could talk. As I tell her I wouldn't mind one bit. As I finally got the memo that hero course classes would be suspended for the time being for at least a day or two to make sure on how the League of Villains got into the USJ. With I given my, address and location to Pony, as she wanted to talk anyway. But soon, the next morning, I hear somebody at the door, with it being Pony. And as soon she just abruptly just came up and hugged me, with that actually confusing the hell out of me for a split second. With her saying, I was so worried for you when I heard what happened at the USJ. Are you sure you're saying, listen, I'm okay, Pony. I promise. Saying, you sure? As she looks at me with that sorrowful look, and with a glint of worriness in her eyes. As soon I couldn't help but smile, telling her I'm definitely fine. Please trust me. As she soon lets go, saying, okay, I trust you. Saying, that quick? You know what? I don't care. And saying, come on in. With soon she looking at my apartment, with saying, so this is your place. You just live here all your own? Saying, yeah. Certain reasons why I'm living here on my own. But I have somebody looking after me from time to time and come visit. Just letting you know. With then saying, okay. Also, since I know that you're doing well, as she soon brings out her bag, as she has tons of anime in her bag, saying, I hope that you wanted to watch these with me. Saying, wait, seriously? You came all this way just so the two of us can watch anime. That's it. Saying, yep. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Especially after yesterday, I'm not in the mood to train. So, what do you want to watch first? As we watched tons of other anime, a couple shonen ones, a couple magical girls, and one being an isekai. With it finally getting late and basically telling her that she should probably head home now, so their parents wouldn't be worried about her after all. With Pony saying, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, anyway, I'll see you probably next couple of days or so, Mooky. So, saying, so what? As I get confused on what she's applying, as she's saying, do you want to go on a date with me one day? As I basically just blush, even though she can't see it, I'm confused as hell and blushing like crazy, saying, why the hell would you just say that out the blue? I mean, we just hang out. Why ask me on a date now? You could have done that just yesterday. As saying, well, I wasn't for sure if you weren't up to it, especially as soon saying, you gotta be kidding me. This girl. Saying, you know what? Fine. I don't care. Possibly next week, because tomorrow I actually do need to get back to training. I can't slack off for one bit anymore. And saying, cool. So what? I'll think about it. I'll tell you a time and date. Besides, you should get going. As I soon get her out of the door, saying, I'll call you later. Just tell me when you get back home safely. Bye, Pony. As I soon close the door. With been thinking, what the actual hell? I've never dated a girl before. Hell, I never even had a girlfriend my whole life. Why now? As I began not comprehending on what the hell is going on in my life, as I feel like I'm losing control of it. The next day, I got back into shape by training using my sword and also my flames too. As I overused my flames again, not only by absorbing all those flames from that fire disaster area, but also basically using my black flames at the same time, completely overheating me again. But soon, I began thinking, I need to limit using my black flames. My red, green, blue, and yellow flames, I'm perfectly fine with. But those damn black flames of mine are going to cause me to have heat stroke constantly. I may have gotten used to it, but it's still annoying as hell. As then I began wondering, what the hell am I going to do if I can't overcome that? As I still continued training with my sword, the next day, schools are back in session, with everyone in Class 1A and wondering on what's going to happen. Within me getting the information that Mr. Aizawa took one heavy beating during the, USJ, as I began wondering, if Aizawa is pretty injured, who the hell's going to be our homeroom teacher, for example? As soon the doors began opening, as it almost looked like that of a half-dead mummy, as soon they realized that it's Mr. Aizawa. Within, Mina began saying, oh my god, Mr. Aizawa, are you sure you should be walking around? Shouldn't you be resting? With even Suyu kind of worried for their homeroom teacher too, thinking, don't you think you should let this go for somebody else? Within, I began thinking, dude, this guy is seriously a trooper. Mad respects for taking his job seriously, even while still trying to get on the mend. With then Aizawa saying, I can't rest one bit while there's still things I need to tell you guys about, especially what's coming up next week. As I say, what the hell's coming up next week? I mean, I promised Pony I would go on a date with her, even though it was out of the damn blue. Well, it's then soon the gears in my head began rolling, As soon I realized, holy shit, is the next couple of weeks supposed to be the sports festival? With everybody soon looking at me, as then as I was saying, looks like you already got on the money, Qualls. Saying, well, yeah. Ever since the Olympics basically is not that popular, the UA Sports Festival has always been the biggest crowd pleaser around the world. Everyone knows about it. With then saying, next week. You should all be preparing for the UA Sports Festival. So better prepare yourselves for what's to come. After this, everybody gets excited and hyped, with then Aizawa activating his quirk, but then deactivates it quickly as possible, as it's still causing him pain. But then I say, shouldn't use your quirk too much, Teach. There's a chance that you could strain your injuries even more. Saying, I understand, but still. Within, I begin thinking, the UA Sports Festival. I never watch them live, mostly because they're always during the time when I'm in school, when I'm in classes back in the US. But I do remember this one time when I was in middle school, where they allowed us to watch the entirety of the sports festival. Man, it was awesome, if I do say so. But soon, I couldn't help but get even more hyped that I'm going to take part in the UA Sports Festival this year. It's almost like I really am dreaming now. Within everybody, as the day goes on, and just like in canon, everyone else in the first years, from general studies, even those in Class 1B, still declare war on Class 1A. As for me, I could care less if they declare war on me or not. I can handle myself as soon as I basically decide to go out of the back door of Class 1A after all, and decide to leave. With me basically doing a lot more other training. As for my date with Pony, I decided to move that schedule up a little bit earlier than usual, because I need to focus on training. As for a relationship, that can come second, personally. However, I do want to try and make it work with Pony, if I do say so. With the two of us just hanging out a little bit, going to a mall, and also heading to that of a manga cafe, actually, and just relaxing. As she actually starting to get me into more of anime and manga, if I do say so. As I've always been that of a hero nerd, but being an anime and manga nerd wouldn't be too bad either. With the date ending, the two of us basically go off our own, with her actually surprisingly kissing me on the cheek. With then she saying, hope to see you in the sports festival, and don't expect me to go easy on you as well. As soon I couldn't help but smile, saying, wouldn't dream of it. You better not hold anything back. I hate to be disappointed, if I'm going to be honest. But knowing you, since you also got into the hero course, that's not going to happen too much. But soon, I basically seeing her off from the train station and waiting on my train. Within heading back home and begin my week of training for the sports festival, with me actually improving my flames and my control over my flames, as I try my best not to use my black flames, if I'm going to be honest. So I focus more on my red flames, blue flames, and yellow flames to improve my speed and strength and control. As for my green flames, I got no reason to train those up, since they're mostly used for healing, and I can't really heal myself with them anyway, so they're kind of pointless to improve, if I'm going to be honest. So, with the week going by, it's now time for the UA Sports Festival. As everybody in Class 1A is waiting, as for me, I'm just listening to a little bit of music, with not even worried one bit. With then, as soon Momo and Ida come through the door, basically telling everybody to prepare when they call out Class 1A to the stadium. With everyone else getting pumped, some getting nervous. As for me, I just take out my earphones and just get ready for things to happen. Soon after, I see the altercation between Izuku and Shoto as he declares war on the green-haired team. With soon, I don't even really care at first, but knowing Izuku, I am kind of worried on what could happen to him anyway, especially since he doesn't have full control over his quirk. With that, soon, Shoto looks at me and starts saying, "Ah, shit." With then saying, "Qualls, I don't know about your flames, but seeing how you were able to defeat a villain that was even giving all my trouble, I have more of a reason to defeat you too. Don't expect me to go easy on you this time." Saying, seriously? Dude, I could care less if you declare war on me or not. I'm just trying to do my best. If you have something to prove, don't prove it to me. Prove it to somebody that you really hate, if I'm going to be honest. But then Shoto getting pissed saying, "What the hell do you know, Qualls?" Saying, "Not much, but care to elaborate?" I think everyone here in Class 1A wants to know, what's your real beef with me and Izuku? I think we would all love to know, as I give that of a smug smile. With then the tension in the air getting even more tense than before. With that, soon Class 1A was called to the stadium. And as I soon basically walked past Shoto. As we walk through the stadium, and just like as usual, every Class 1A getting tons of, roars from the crowd and applause, seeing the future generation of heroes after all. As for all the other, courses as well, being general studies, support, and business, not as much as the hero courses, being Class 1B and Class 1A. Within the person that's basically advising over the UA Sports Festival for the first years being the R-rated hero herself, Midnight, with soon her getting tons of looks from the crowd and also from some of the guys within class from the first years as well. But then saying, is an outfit like that really legal? That outfit leaves little to the imagination. As soon, Mineta and Kaminari say, "Yep, agreed." With then saying, "Don't compare me to you perverts. I'm just saying you can literally see everything." As soon, she began to explain that the person with the highest score during entrance exam being the first year's class representative, being Katsuki Bakugo. And soon I began thinking, well, seriously? I forgot about that loudmouth getting the highest score during the entrance exam. Well, shit. That was personally, I wonder what the dumbass is going to say. As soon he gets on the stage and gives out his usual speech. "I'm just letting you all know I'm going to win." After that, everyone couldn't help but get pissed. As for me, I basically take off my glasses and basically pinch the bridge of my nose with that of annoyance and seriously the arrogance of this dumbass. As soon I say, I'm really looking forward to kicking his ass. With that, soon Midnight begins saying the first event of the UA Sports Festival is an obstacle course race. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. Also, like and subscribe, which really helps out the channel a lot. And also, please check out my Discord and my gaming channel. Links will be in the description below. If you guys like this video and you like my other videos, hit that notification bell to keep up with the dates of my other videos when YouTube doesn't like to notify you guys for shit. So, that's it. This is Mooky, signing out. Later, guys.